Watch as everything freezes for a moment. Okay, think I'm here. Hello, Internet. Welcome back to Space Engineers. So, we are loading at the moment. Make sure I've actually, closed doors and windows and whatnot. Should probably do that before I start, but whatever. Just do the update on the stream info real quick, just to make sure that's in. Yeah. So, since last time, I've done a fair bit of stuff. Uh, Things are going to be somewhat different when we load in here. So, I'll give a little tour once we get there. I kind of coming in and letting the drill run to get more resources. So, you know, that's been going. Hopefully, we'll have enough. Did a bunch of welding around the base. And I have some fun little things to show off once it loads in here. So, just kind of wait. Not doing much. How are you doing, Internet? Void I speak into when no one's actually watching the chat live. Uh, just speak into my soul. Oh, our circle's gone away. That's generally a good thing. Gonna move the mic ever so closer to my mouth. So, yeah. Oh, my lord, I wasn't even clicked into the window. So, yeah, you may first off notice this is not the normal chair we start in. I am here. Hop out as the texture's finished loading in. Uh, so, the kind of first area I'll show off, you can see I've obviously done a lot of welding on the main base, walls and whatnot. I've got the frame for the roof laid out, though I didn't have time or resources to put into welding it yet. I might have the resources, but I didn't do it. So it's like it is now. Uh, yeah. And I kind of made myself, as we walk down here, this nice little living area. So we've got the med bay there like it was. Instead of the chair, I've got my little dining nook. Little bathroom area, bed up there, and a loft. And a nice little couch to watch TV. I can turn my HUD back on. Oh, right. I forgot. So when off camera, I stopped going because that thing was coming very close, and it's called a dropship. So, let's just wander outside. Ignore the bright pink truck. Actually, shoot, do I have guns? Ignore this too. You're seeing all the things too early. Just close your eyes. Close your eyes for a second. Uh, okay, I have one clip and that's all I own. Let's move away from the base a little bit. And hope that thing isn't here to kill me. So, in the off camera time, unfortunately, I did get attacked. So I would love to show that the first time the base itself got attacked. It actually happened twice over the course of last week. Oh, hello, big boy. I do love looking at the big ships just flying around. It's probably one of my favorite parts of this mod. Or these mods, the whole modular encounter spawner based stuff. It's just having, there's a big thing in the world and it's not you. Uh, but, yeah, so I got attacked a couple of times by ships coming over. The turrets on top did defend, so I managed, luckily I was away from the base outside when most of it happened, so they didn't just smash straight through the roof. But there, yeah, I should have some, that you can see, this crater this was a drone crashing into Earth. Real quick, close your eyes again. Okay, no. I may or may not have enabled admin tools briefly for some various things relating to making screenshots. But, uh, yeah. So, back to the base. Now that that is, I wasn't 100% sure what that would do. So, that's why I legitimately, like, I saw it coming at me and then was just like, nope, I'm done working for today. And saved and quit. Just in case it decided to do something, I wanted to show it. So, anyway, lovely little living area. Nice little TV lounge. Uh, these are the kind of windows, which I don't have the wall done there yet, but I have the windows and door. So you can kind of get the vibe of that. You can just see out the window another structure out there. We'll head over there in a moment. I want to next show off. We'll get stuck. Uh, so the truck, which we skinned in the last one, or gave a skin, uh, you may notice first off, the skin we gave it is a little different. I actually redid the front a little bit and made it more square. Uh, I just kind of, I don't know, the slope didn't flow into the roof very well, and I wasn't very happy with it. So I just did this, made it kind of, I mean, with the like bar lights up there, it almost looks like a little face going ooh or something. Uh, but yeah. So with that and kind of the overall shape of it, I originally had painted it kind of like a army olive drab green. Is that? That's probably fine. So it was originally green, but as I was driving the thing around, I kind of realized that it looks a lot like the Oscar Mayer Wiener truck. I don't even know if that's still around, but it was commercials and they drive it around to do live things. And it was essentially a bus that looked like a giant hot dog on a bun. If you don't know what it is. So, realizing the similarity, I decided to kind of paint it a hot doggy pink, hot doggy red, uh, and named it the Wiener, I think. What are you named? The hot dog. Hot dog's better. Uh, so yeah. Functionally, it's not any different. It's just now red and slightly flatter at front. But yeah. So that's the change there. Uh, the next thing to show is going down the list. This thing, uh, and it'll get into a bit, segue into the next stuff. So my plan, I'm trying to kind of, do stuff off camera and then think up what I want to do on camera for the next week. My thought for this week, and I think I'd mentioned it in the last session, I wanted to do basically try and go to one of those outposts, take it out and salvage it. Since we didn't get that ship that sadly took the headhunter from us. I wanted to try and do something. Get some revenge, I guess you could say. So, I think I'd toyed around with the idea of making a trailer for cargo and then using the extra room in the truck to put a survival kit. And that's a decent idea. But I thought about it and realized, well, if I'd be making a trailer for cargo, couldn't I just flip that and make a trailer for the survival kit? Which is what we're looking at here. So, I have it set up with a super basic kind of hinge, which the hinge blocks were actually... So I've made several trucks and trailer things in Space Engineers before. Uh, well before we had hinges. And it was kind of a pain because you essentially had to make this like, big rig that took up a lot of space so you could have pistons that rotated in all three directions. Because for a trailer, you need essentially all three directions to be able to rotate, which is why a ball joint is generally used, a ball socket. Uh, this does all that much easier. So on the back of the truck, there is a hinge that goes kind of laterally with like the flat parts on the top and bottom. It connects to this hinge piece, which is then connected to this hinge that goes the opposite way. Then all that's on a rotor so that it can roll. And that basically does the do. So I did test it a bit, which is why you can see this is at a super awkward angle, because while this area where I built it is flat, the truck coming in is at a bit of an angle. So it sort of works. I've got the survival kit and then O2H2 generator back here that you can access. And basically what this is a mobile spawn point. So I could tow it behind the truck, go within, a kilometer of that outpost, and then start dealing with it without having to fly back from the base every time to get over there. So this is fun, and I'll probably use it in the future. But something I noticed while I was doing all that, there are some signals over here, and they've been stationary. This one, you can kind of see it, that mobile drilling platform. It's sort of just bobbing up and down like the last one was doing. The, whatever it was called. Are you gonna cause me grief? Hopefully not. So, I'm thinking, I don't know why, but it seems that every so often, a ship just kind of shows up. It is almost like on station. Like it just sits there, bobbing up and down and watching. So that seems to be what that drilling platform's doing. This Serenity down here, if you look for a second, it is not moving. It is stationary. And as the light gleams off that distant hill, my god, it seems it's closer than that one, which is clearly out in the sky. I'm thinking that ship may well have crashed into the side of the mountain. For some reason or another, I don't know, but if it's actually crashed, that means it can't run away. So, are you... Hello, fella. I definitely am not plotting to assault your kind. Actually, so that's Imber. That is Icon. Incon, I guess. So they're actually two different factions. That could be nice, too. I won't piss off the people around any more than I guess they are already naturally pissed off. We're close. So yeah. So I think our kind of slight change of plans for today, I'll show you the last big thing over here, and then it will help us get over there and see what's happening with that, and maybe get ourselves a big ship. So, this big building, that is mostly unwelded, this is a ship printer. So how it works, this piston will extend out. It has this small merge block converted to small grid with, that's actually dead in the middle, there is a projector block in there. What I can do with that is project a blueprint of the headhunter right in front of this merge block, extend this out to these welders here, which I have on their own rotor so they can spin around, and they will weld up the blueprint and weld up the ship. Then I simply pull the piston back. I can walk out and get in, disconnect, and fly out through the roof. So, I think what we should do first is do that. You can see I've got everything set up. I've not actually done this yet. So, first step, like I've not tested this, so I wanted the first time it happened to be on stream live, so the world could know if it worked. First thing we need to do, pull up our projector, go through our list of mini blueprints for the headhunter. Okay. And now, oh, it knocked me out. So projector, where am I? That's the front. So we need to roll it like that. Do yaw? Nope. Pitch that way. Okay. So we're now forward. And that should be centered there. Okay. This is a bit tricky because it's kind of hard to see. And unfortunately, because I did have this enclosed, it's not very easy to just look in third person. But let's see. Okay. It looks like it needs to go down one block. So, projector. Nope. Okay. Down one. Yes. So, now what we do, I want to leave the welders off for now. Let's start extending our piston. I think the rotor is on. Yep, rotor lock. Oh, unless that's the wrong rotor. Yeah, because it would be an advanced rotor. Advanced rotor, rotor lock. There we go. So, we can hop out as it extends. I have it going real slow, so as it pulls away, things get welded. The basic functionality for these things, you need it to start welding at the back, and you want it to kind of do in layers. Because what happens, these welders have an area where they weld, and they'll sort of just do in that area. On large grid, it's a little easier because the area these things do is pretty large. I think it's like 3x3 around the welder tip. There's a... Oh, it's that. Okay. Every time I see a slightly darker red on my HUD, I panic because that's what happens when a drone shows up. Oh. That's real close. I may go get that here in a second. But, yeah, so I measured this all out, so it should stop pretty much there. So just close enough. It shouldn't be able to weld with the welders where they are. I don't know. We'll just see what happens. It should work. I think it works. I've not tried it. I also don't know if we have enough material. So this could be a half of a headhunter here. Okay. Give it some time. Oh, it's also welding the building around it, so that's neat. Uh-oh. Nope, start retracting. We've erred. Nope, come on. Oh. What's happening? Pull it back. Come on, piston. Ooh. Okay, so it's maybe not as user-friendly as I... Oh, no. Oh, that looks real bad. It may not be quite what I thought it would be. Okay. Still doing something. Windows off. Stop that. We'll let that come in. Okay. Well, it looks like it did get all the, well, not all the major systems, but it did get several. And part of that may just be that we ran out of parts. Like, yep, those are both just missing small steel tubes, as is that. It didn't get those, but that's fine. Part of it may be it apparently can place stuff. I guess when it went vertical, when it was kind of inside, it placed the two side things, which then caused it to, that looks incorrect. It placed it placed the side things and then basically wedged itself, which isn't quite right. But, okay, real quick. Let's go into production. Basically, I just need the tubes to finish the bottom, and then I can just build the rest outside. Give me those. Because I have some connectors out there. But, I mean, that worked. It did it. This is... Let's maybe take him out of that. This is a fully finished and nearly functional headhunter. Sweet. Okay. So now... Oh no. There's some funniness going on. I shouldn't be sliding off it like that. I think we may have, yeah, that's not good. Let's, extend this back out. So, that behavior tends to be indicative of what is known in this game as clang. It is the community name for the very glitchy and often seemingly incomprehensible physics of this game. In reality, there are things that it's pretty predictable what can cause problems. That thing where I had these welders pushing against what's essentially... So, to understand, you need to understand subgrids, which are how this game does things. So, anything in the game that moves while attached to a different thing is a subgrid. So, that's a horrible explanation. This piston end here with the rotor is a subgrid. This small thing attached to this rotor is a subgrid. What's important to know is even though the two things are connected, the physics engine looks at them as separate entities. and calculates things separately. Now, there are some things that kind of, try and fix this and improve it, but it's kind of iffy. The fact that that is sparking inexplicably is a pretty good indicator that something is wrong. Essentially what can happen if things are pushing against each other wrong or doing other weird stuff, they will create weird forces that, while everything's constrained, nothing happens. But as soon as things become unconstrained, they hurtle off at ridiculous speed. Oh, in fact, that's real trippy. Okay. I'm losing frames when I'm on it. Yeah, it's real unhappy. Okay. Wow, I didn't realize the power of Clang would extend into reality. He's affecting the stream. Let's see what I can do. So, this is that rotor. If I turn off rotor lock and extend the displacement a bit, try and give it as much room as I can. My big fear is that as soon as I detach this, it's just gonna hurtle the ship at a wall and everything explodes. So I think what we're gonna do a quick save, then in 3, 2, real quick, actually. Keep projection. And show only buildable. So that way, when I detach it, the projection should come back and I don't have to reset up the blueprint. Okay. New save. And in 3, 2, 1, go. Yep. Things have gone amiss. Well. Huh. That's unfortunate. Is this still funny? No. Okay. So it was when those twisted, even though it didn't move because everything was locked in place, that twisting got imparted into the headhunter, which then started to do weird stuff. It might still be doing weird stuff. Let's see. Guess real briefly. Do I? Okay, I can roll myself like that. Hold on a minute. Gatling gun incomplete. Show hidden. Where is the gyroscope? I think it was back behind this. It was like in here? Huh. Okay. I think this might be the case, like I'd talked about. The gyroscope. Oh, I bet what it was. I bet the gyroscope was attached directly to the battery. Because the battery was built first. Which means... So gyroscopes can only be built on their flat bottoms. Any other side doesn't count as a side it can connect to. What happens with printing stuff, if the printer doesn't have... basically, it has to be able to place the block before it can print it. because the battery was in front of the gyroscope from the printing, by the time it printed the battery, it couldn't attach and print the gyroscope because the gyroscope was out of range of the welders because the battery was in the way. So we ended up without a gyroscope. I didn't check what it needed. Computers and what? Steel plate. Computers, steel plate. Apparently it needs... Wait. Oh, apparently I don't have steel plate. Oh yeah, because place blocks only take the one they placed with. Bleh. Speaking hard, brain don't work good. Let's copy the color. Get more steel plate. Build that back up, and then our connector. 5 construction components. So, okay. Actually, what have I done? I built it back the way it was before. What I really should do, we'll place it like that. Actually, never mind my indecisiveness. Nope. Oh, come on. Okay, I'll fly and do it. We'll place it like that, and then we'll update the blueprint so that next time we won't have that issue. Okay. So, yeah. And then those needed small steel tubes. Need these, and let's produce a bunch because we'll need them. Tubes. Okay. You're not what I want. Go ahead. Place these. Yep. Shift P to copy the color. Okay. Now, oh, come on. Wheel over. Okay. I now have control. And everything seems roughly okay. We lost some frames there in that debacle, but I think that should be fine. Okay. We've not got a lot of power, so... Go ahead and connect up. So it'll now get its charge, and the ammo should stock up. Assuming all the connections inside happened. Yeah. I think that's pretty good. Oh, actually, real quick, before I do that, let's off recharge, thrusters on, disconnect, and then oh, I don't know if that worked. So I just hit Control C to copy. Let's see. Do you want to replace? I don't trust it. Real quick. Creative mode tools. Everyone look away. Push. There's no cheating going on. Control copy. F10. Replace. And then just to double check. Yes, I can spawn a new one if I so chose. Okay. Alt F10 again, and like nothing ever happened. Oh, I need to be in there. Yeah. Okay. So, now we're good. Yeah. So, we'll let that charge up. I'll go get some more fuel. And then maybe check and see. I think I left some ore in the drill. So we can go get some of that. Oh, and fun news with the drill. That I'll show when we get there. Okay, so unlocked. Raise that suspension. That off, and am I empty? Yes, I'm empty. Okay, off we go. So, huh. I am dropping frames again. Why does that happen? Ignore the fun technical chatter. I may need to adjust, something I'm doing. But it's pretty intermittent, so I think we're relatively okay. Try not to roll down the hill. It's really not the color of a hot dog. At least not maybe a good hot dog to eat. But it's more like cartoon baloney. That's fine. Okay. Come on back. I've done this many times. Because I can't remember. Well, before we do, let's hop out. I can't remember if this was the case last time or not, but I had to add a large cargo container because the small one was too small. Where? You're fine. I also gave it a nice rusty paint job that looks kind of okay, but it's here, so it's ours. And the big news, ta-da! That is iron. So if there is stuff in here and I look, yeah, we have 112 kilograms of iron ore. What that means, so we've been this whole time processing stone, and stone will give you iron, silicon, nickel, I think, the basic stuff you need to kind of get started, but it gives very low amounts of each. When you hit actual ore, that gives way more. So now that we're in the iron, we should be set. So, go ahead and lock up. Get into cargo loading mode. And dump a bunch of this stuff into the truck. Okay. So, unlock, 4, and away. So, like I said, I've done this quite a bit. uh, I found it's best with a full load to kind of get a bit of a run up to this hill. If I'm going about 20 to 25, yeah. If I'm going 20, I can make it up. 25 does it no problem. So, from here, it's kind of just backwards and forwards a couple times to carry the load. Uh, a lot of what I ended up doing off camera was literally just doing circles as it filled up. Uh, as it mined, I'd just go back and forth from base, ferrying the stone, which wasn't super riveting, but uh, very useful. Okay. So that's good. 5, and roll forward a bit. Come on, there you go. Okay. Now, we simply dump it into the base cargo. Unlock 4. And we do it again. And that was my day. Well, well, actually, I'm going to stop here. Yeah, I can alt tab out. It's going to really quick see if I can adjust some settings on the fly here. Let's try 2500, apply okay. Okay. We're one at 2500 kilobits per second instead of 3000, and see if everything still explodes a bit. Which should be fine. Quality-wise, most stuff is 3000 is actually kind of high for most stuff on Twitch, so the higher end of it. So this would be, well, I stopped my quest for streamable music. The downside, I mean, there's stuff out there for sure. A lot of, I mean, it's how the business works. A lot of what I wanted, like I saw and I was like, oh, that would be perfect. It was paid service, which I'm not really to the point where I feel justified in paying for the service. Uh, and there are a couple options out there that are like free to use, you know, stuff that basically just repositories where people are like, yeah, you can just use my music for whatever. But they are severely limited and just kind of, I mean, one, it would be the music everyone uses because it's free. Uh, and it was all like techno, you know, I'm horrible with music genres, but it wasn't a genre that I particularly love. I don't really dislike any music, but it wasn't something, I didn't find anything on there in my searching that I was like, ooh, this would be perfect. Uh, Another issue, I wanted stuff that didn't have uh vocals, because vocals while I'm trying to speak is kind of annoying. So, with those kind of stipulations, I just wasn't happy with what I found. So, instead, I just have to talk forever. Uh, Bright side is it gets me through my talking for the week. The wiles of the coronavirus will not wear away at my voice. Okay. 5. Come on. And locked. Yeah, so you can see, I did think about, as I was doing this for, multiple hours, I had the thought that maybe I should do... Come on. Maybe what I need is a bigger vehicle, like something that has more storage. I had the thought of doing like a, what'd that be? Like a big mining dump truck that you see, the like giant ones. Modeling something kind of off that. Which I think could work and that could be fun. But at the moment, I kind of just want to get things done and get stuff happening. That would be a big design to kind of redo. Even if I worked it off the base of this truck, I feel like I'd want to almost redesign the whole thing from scratch. So, and it's honestly, like, I think 3 trips is generally good. So, this should hopefully be our last one. I'm not lined up at all. I can use my, I don't remember if I showed this. Probably not. I have my backup camera. Drop us down. Okay. We're ready. Oh, it may take a little bit more than... This is not going to be the last trip. Up we go. And we're still dropping frames. I wonder what's causing that. It is encoding lag. I'll have to look into that, maybe. It's still relatively low, so... in the grand scheme of things, it seems to be only certain little spots maybe doing it. Probably when the game has to calculate more for the CPU. I'll keep on going here. Try not to hurtle over the cliff. I am kind of liking the way the base is coming together. I like the off-building with the kind of... I mean, it's pretty noticeable because it's a big white line in the ground, but the sort of pass-over cover that I did. I think it's starting to look nice. Oh, that's locked. Ooh, excuse me, coughs. So... stone, stone, stone. What is being refined at the moment? Iron. That makes sense. We just have a bunch of it. Okay. Go in here. Oh, turn on. Oh, I have my fun hazard lights. Various kind of lights around. Uh, the spotlight is really the only thing that has any value. But they're fun looking. Now that it is dark out, I swear I always try to do it where I leave off where it's day, so hopefully I'll have a full day to do stuff. It always seems to go so fast. I guess it has been nearly an hour since I started, so it's not all that shocking. In fact, actually, I think that would mean I think the days are set up to be an hour, so we probably did start in the morning. Let's drop these in. Uh, so okay, I think next load should be the last one. So I can carry about 120 uh kilograms of thing with me each go. A little over that actually. Uh, hold on a second. Let's uh-oh. On control and forward on the wheels. Let's get us flatter. Forgot to put the parking brake on. Uh, a nice thing, you can control wheels uh, from inside a turret. Downside is you cannot control brake. Ooh. It's a fun little guy. We'll see. I can't tell what its heading is, so I don't know if it's going to cause us any issue. Actually, we can leave that on. I turned the turret off so it wouldn't accidentally shoot the base while the truck's parked, but we're generally pretty good. And if it's actually connected, it's generally does a decent job of knowing what's the base and what isn't. So, yeah, I think it's going to be way off to the side, that ship. So those are the types of things. Those that don't have any antenna, they are from the assertive well, they have an antenna. They don't show any sort of antenna signature. They are from the insertive cargo ships, I think, mod. Assertive something or another. I think I've talked about it before, probably. But they are the ones that are specifically set up to spawn drones and stuff. Uh, like all of them do. Some of the other mod groups might do that as well. But they're the ones that if they fly too close over your base, they will panic and decide to send a drone out at you anyway. So, and they don't have an antenna, so they're harder to notice. They're the ones to be careful of. That's not the right button. Unload our stone. How much? Ah, plenty. Okay, unlocked, raise up, and off we are. So hopefully be the last load, and then we'll check and see. 81. It's like right through here. That stretch of forest causes encoding lag. That's strange. Anyway, what was I just saying? Anyway. Oh yeah. So this should be the last load. Then we'll check how much battery we have on the headhunter. And see if we can't do some scouting. So one thing I don't know, if that ship out there really is crashed, I don't know what state it'll be in, but it may well still have weapons. Unless they all got destroyed off. Ooh, no. That was hitting the accelerator instead of the brake. So if all the weapons got sheared off, we should be in the clear. But if they didn't, we'll have to be careful and probably pick them off from a distance before we really go in. And if I'm right, the Serenities are larger ships. So they probably have much more armament, even than that one we faced before. Okay. That should be good. And I think I'm just going to leave the drill off for now. We're down to the iron level, so if we need more, we can get it. But we also have a bunch that we have to process through that's going to give us a lot of steel anyway. And at least for now, I don't think we'll really need all that much more. We'll see as I come in to weld up the rest of the base, which I should be able to do now. But, as we go. One thing, too, I don't think it had it before my off time. I put a gyroscope in the truck as well, just so that as it goes over things and kind of clears blind jumps, I have a little bit more control, so I can at least try to land it on the wheels. Okay. And locked. Let's turn off that. We'll just leave the stone in it for now. Let's see how full you are. I still need to design a sort of, like, climb up in, little gantry I can use to get in this thing. Where is the battery? Bees are here. Battery. Oh, okay, it's full. Sweet. I figured, because we produce a lot of power compared to what we use, so we should be doing all right. Okay. Well, guess without further ado, let's that on, thrusters on. Do we have ammo? The gun does, the turrets do not. We should have some. Yeah. So pop that and that. And just a little bit more. Okay. So, let's go see what this crashed ship is all about. See if it has actually crashed. It feels good to be flying again. We'll see how long this guy lasts. But, now that I can just print them off, the individual ships are kind of expendable. Turn off dampeners to kind of conserve battery. Now I want to avoid getting too close to that other guy. Oh. Oh, so it's not in our mountain. So it could be just sitting in that valley then. We'll see. Yeah. I shouldn't have to worry too bad about, that mining post while I'm flying, as long as I don't go within gun range. Because they didn't do anything naughty to the ships. They just do it to my jetpack. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's slow up here. Ooh. Oh, that's very much crashed. Okay. Moving a little closer. Ooh. Not too much. We'll get about 1 kilometer out, which is hard to see because my number is right on its number. Okay. Sneak on in, slow up a bit. Uh, hmm. It looks pretty rough. Not gonna lie. Looks like it lost a good chunk. In fact, are those? I can't quite tell if those are two pieces just sitting next to each other, or if they're actually connected by that little catwalk block there. I think it may have been one block away from being severed. Uh, but it looks like it's lost about half the ship. One whole big thruster thing. But there's still a ton of stuff there. I mean, 2 large thrusters there, though I don't know what condition they're in. Those look like some ion thrusters. There's some hydrogens. I may be able, if I can get in there and successfully take this thing over, I think I might be able to cobble it together enough to fly it. We'll see how it goes, but I think I can get enough thrust around, depending on how much it's lost, because it may well have lost most of the mass of the ship. I think I'll be able to do something with it. So that's a turret right there. Trying to see. I don't see any interior turrets. They'll be a bit more annoying just because they are smaller, harder to hit, and harder to spot. So let's get in a little closer. In within. Don't look at me. Oh, nope. It's looking at me. Okay, reverse, reverse. Whoopie doopie. Okay. Well, so now we know its turret range is 700 meters. So let's sneak back in. We'll park at just under 800 and try and pick it off. Okay. In fact, let's... Did I take any hits? No. Luckily, my guns are not very accurate at distance, but neither are theirs, so... Which is good because the AI turrets, if they can get a bead on you, they will shred you. They are generally much good. Okay. Well, that didn't even seem to do much. Uh-oh. Oh, dang. I think their range is set to 800 meters. I think I'm just not quite in range of that turret. Okay. Well, what that means I need to do then is basically sneak in, take some pot shots while I'm close, and sneak back out. The issue here, the bullets, which you kind of saw there, they're bullets. The bullets in Space Engineers stop after 800 meters. They aren't calculated anymore. They just fade from existence. Uh, which is good when something's shooting at you, because you can get far enough away where even though they fired at you, the bullet won't hit. But the downside is my bullets do the same thing. So, with that set to 800 meters, I basically have to be taking fire to give fire, which is fair, I guess, but I was hoping to cheat it. Take a little sip of good luck water. Okay. So what we'll do, go in, take some shots, but uh-oh, I lost the camera. Oh, that's a pain. Let's get back out. I lost one retro thruster too. Okay. Well, what I can do then, we will switch to the turrets. We'll control the right one. And... oh god, that's way worse. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, I did hit, though. Okay. That wasn't very good. Dang. So I'm not incredibly skilled at this particular type of situation. We are somewhat out of my element. Dang, and those side turrets also hitting. Okay. Let's go right turret again. I'll just kind of continue to spray. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. Whew. Oh, they just vaporized me. Oh, Lord. Oh, I only have one up thruster. I may not be able to sustain flight. Nope. Okay, let's roll on the back. Okay. Well, that's gone poorly. Oh, another mobile drilling platform. Don't have time for this. Okay. What I'm gonna try and do... roll over, we'll go down. I'm gonna try and get to this ledge. And see if I can actually land on it. Uh-oh. Well, the answer is no. Okay. Well. Exciting. That's another headhunter down. I may have to revise that design a little bit. Okay. That's not doing anything to me. Let's see. Ooh, this is craggy stuff. Let's see if I can get close enough to this thing. It doesn't seem... Well, as we get closer, we'll see, but it's not done anything to, like, stop my jetpack or anything yet. We'll see what it does to that. Actually, no, I think that'll be too far off. I was thinking that could be a perfect distraction if the turrets go for that. But no, it looks like it's fine. Let's actually move along. See if I can get to that. Because I could use some parts to kind of do things with. But, so that ship has not disabled any of my things yet. I'm wondering if maybe in the crash, whatever part of it does that... Uh-oh. Whatever part of it does that got destroyed. Which would mean I should be safe to use my standard tricks of mining under it and welding or grinding away all the bits. Will this stop when it lands? Yeah, enough. No. You stay. Yay, rainbow drill. Okay. So let's get some parts. And we'll prep ourselves. Okay. Well, let's do that then. Oh, because I'm not putting it in myself. I was trying to put it into itself. Okay. So, back to the ship. I'm going to see if I can essentially dig a trench over there. This is good old classic cheese strategy. And if I can, I may be able to get in maybe underneath, if there's no turrets there, hopefully. And that's just the bobbing one. That looks like the crest of the hill. Oh, no, it's not. So if I can get in, and I can grind away the turrets from behind where they can't hit me, then I should be good. I think over this bluff. Yep. Ow. Okay, so it is there. Yeah, because the antenna's at the back. Okay. Woo! Hello. Let's try and maybe circle around. Maybe cheat and... Oh, that's menacing. I don't think there's... I think this is the closest I can get. Okay. We're drilling. In fact, it's right-click drill. We don't need to waste that. And real quick, kind of make the entrance low. Give us plenty of room here. I'm going to make a quick GPS point. Serenity attack hole. I don't know if I spelled Serenity. Could have done. Okay. So let's go this way. I think I'm digging down, which I don't really want to do. I'll have to turn on light. So... oh, and maybe I shouldn't. Let's actually dig towards that. If I come up right under the antenna, I should be relatively safe. Because that area is where it hit, so the turrets on the bottom should be, you know, dead. And I won't risk being exposed from an angle from one of the living turrets, because they all seem to be on the top. Unless, of course, there are interior turrets still, in which case I am just kind of... it's tough luck for me. Okay. I also want to be careful. It would have made a crater when it hit. I don't want to accidentally drill out into the open crater just to be gunned down by turrets. So... it's kind of sad that this is working. Because that was kind of a big change made to the mod, was to set it up so that this strategy of just digging a little safety trench wouldn't work anymore. But these are the ways I know, and I'm clearly not very good at just assaulting, so we will take what we can get. Okay. We should be close to under it now. Okay, it looks like we've been fairly... and we've kind of been all over the place. So I don't know how deep we actually are. I'm pretty sure this is dirt. Which sounds like a really weird thing to say. But, so I think we're above. You can see there was like stone and grass. I think we're in between the stone and the surface. So we should be fairly close to the top. Actually, maybe going up, which I don't super want to do either. Okay. We may well be just dead underneath it right now. But with that big hole in the middle, I don't know where the... ooh, that's grass. Okay, that's surface. So we need to go back down. I don't know where those turrets are. That were kind of... there were some more near the back that were shooting at us. Can't remember if I called them out or just registered in my brain that they were there. But I don't know where they'd see. Oh, shit. Oh, that's scary. Okay. I'm in the crater. It doesn't... I can't see the front turret for the lip. Let's keep digging in a trench. That's the inside. I hope that's not coming to render aid. No, it's just the bobbing one. I'm just real close. Ooh, just over that ledge is the death turret. Doesn't look like there are any over here, though. Okay. Little army mole digging his army hole. Huh. Ah, scrap metal. Very indicative of what happened here. Oh, did I see movement? I'm very scared.
Inventory full.
And I'm full of scrap metal. Ooh. Oof. This thing took a beating. There's really not much left. The whole underside's gone. Okay. Moment of truth. No, I'm not gonna save. Braver than that. We are aboard the ship. Okay. Okay, no turrets. Yet. It's kind of hard to navigate around in here. Ooh. Prime turret territory ahead. So what I'm looking for is that. I need to grind down the control seats, and that should give me ownership. Okay. Oh, and the control block. That's handy too. Okay. Well, here goes nothing. Hope this doesn't explode. Okay. I don't know what weird, crazy tricks they've done. Hello, turret. Good thing the windshield's intact. Well, I know. Okay. Swelled it back up. Okay. So what on this is not owned? So that... Ooh. Where is the missile turret? Good thing I didn't come into contact with that. Okay. One incomplete remote control. Bunch of sliding doors. Well. Huh. I'm not seeing any other control blocks. So I'm not sure. Unless the beacons maybe count as something? So that's the incomplete remote control. Which I incompleted myself. Oh, there's the missile turret. Some Gatling turrets. I mean, the bright side... Oh, yeah, it got... Ooh. There's clearly something in the bow there that's gone. It's got some missile launchers. Well, it's actually locked to the ground with that landing gear. That landing gear that looks... Oh, it looks like it's also partially merged in the ground. So that may cause some issue. Yeah. Maybe I have to remove that? Let's dump all our stuff in the seat. Okay. Maybe just for scientific sake, we'll get rid of that. Not a bright red one, sure. I need 2 displays. Uh, hmm. I wouldn't classify in hull integrity as 100%. Oh, I can't. Yeah, there we go. Maybe not 100%, but that's fine. Go ahead and take this one. Okay. Still marked as enemy. I've still got access denied. I can't even show these on the HUD. So I'll just have to hunt those down. Dang. My concern is that I won't be able to, My concern is I can't move about freely because those turrets could just shoot me. So... Can't tell. Those look like airlocks, so I'm guessing they lead outside. So I can probably... Yeah, I think that's one there. So I don't want to do that because the turrets are there. Oh, could something be hidden? Okay. No. Does this have any... It has no batteries on it. Okay, so the only thing keeping it powered is this small reactor. Which isn't super good for me getting this off the ground, but it may mean I can cut power to this whole thing. If I can find that reactor, then I can just basically turn the whole ship off. Then I don't have to worry so much about, the turrets, because they won't be able to do much. Okay. I don't like the idea of going out there. What I'm gonna do make myself a little wall. That'll give a little bit more structural integrity to the ship. And it should mean... Yeah. I didn't want the turrets to be able to shoot me. So let's get through this. Okay. Oh. Well, I guess I don't need to go through these doors, but I might as well because I'm already here. It looks like I could have just gone around. Oof. Go real slow, these doors. But I guess that's better than them just falling away like butter and then your base is exposed, so... Really hope there's not a turret just sitting on the other side of this door. Didn't think there would be, but you never know. Okay, so there's the reactor. Now here's a cargo container. There are a couple around. That's an assembler. It's handy. 2H2. Let's see if we can gain access. Okay. There's nothing in the ship's cargo. Dang. Anything. There was probably a large cargo container somewhere in the middle section that is now a hole. So. But that means... Okay. The ship should now be dead in the water. How to test that easily? I don't want to just hop out in front of the turret. Okay. Offline. Yeah, and my whole console's offline. Okay. So. Oh. Haha. Okay. Ship is now off. Let's see if we can't figure out why I can't own it. Let's see. So I'm not seeing a beacon anywhere in this structure. Ooh. There's some ammo. That's handy. Yeah, most of the ship looks like it was
Inventory.
obliterated in the crash. Okay. So that's some hydrogen. And that's that. So yeah, the entire interior is gone. It's a shame that... Huh. No. Let's see... Okay. Let's make this ours. What it may just be is I have to manually take everything.
Inventory
Let's get
full.
some of this ice.
Inventory full.
I think what we may end up having to
Inventory
do,
full.
if I can kind of condense and shed weight. Whoop, that's not in the ship. If I can condense and shed weight, I can probably get it to where I can lift it up on the atmo thrust that it has. Because these... that one's... they're both down. That may not be as easy then. How am I gonna get this thing moving? So that's one large atmo. No hydrogen there. But these 3 large hydrogen thrusters are good. So I could redirect them down. Will it let me see? Let me drill my way through one of these. Have a quicker way in. If it'll show me how much hydrogen is still left in the tanks, that'll give us a good sense. I may be able to just use hydrogen to get us home, and then from there see what we can repair or just salvage. The biggest pain is this thing's so far away from base, there's not really a good way to salvage it. Why was I hurt? That was weird.
No fuel.
I know there's no fuel. I took the fuel. Looks like 1 hydrogen. Unless that's just because we have no power. Oh no. That could be what caused this thing to crash. Because if all the hydrogen tanks ended up empty, it's not going to have enough fuel potentially to keep itself airborne. Hello, how much fuel do you have, sir? The issue is I don't think I can grind those down without... I can't, like, hack them to make them mine without losing the fuel in them, if they have any.
Inventory
Huh.
full.
I really was hoping that the, I don't remember what I was hoping for. My brain said something and then it just shut down. Um... Let's... Okay, I have a solution. That's an easy start point. If I can't take over this thing completely, we'll just get rid of these turrets so that then I can do whatever I need to do without it shooting me. We'll still have all the materials so I can rebuild them later. But then I can turn the ship back on and try and figure out what I can do with it. Because my big concern... That's fine, just don't do nothing to me. My big concern with this thing is I don't know if it has enough stuff left to be able to fly again. Even if I really, like, condense it down and scrap the entire front. Though actually, it does... Ooh. This may become a multi-stage process. It does have an assembler that looked like it was still functioning inside. Yeah. I may be able to essentially recycle the front of the ship that's pretty much gutted anyway into this back section, and then I'd be able to fly the back section home. That may be what I'd do. Because, I mean, it's barely hanging on anyway. It very much was just this one piece of catwalk that's half destroyed is the only thing that kept this thing from just cutting itself in half. Give me... Oh. Okay. So that's, I think, what I'm going to be doing then. This is now a salvage mission of epic proportion to see if we can't rebuild this thing. How much? 20 more minutes, so we'll get it started. Then, let's first steps first. Let's get the power back on. So, motors, computers. And some steel. Okay. Turrets are still all off, yes. Big scary missile tubes. Which may have missiles in them. Oh, there's the beacon. Oh, goodbye. Let's just turn this thing off and see if it, auto takes over. I may try the same. Give me you. I'll try the same with the antennas, too, and see if that helps. Is the other one probably on the other side? Yep. So, turn this off. It's also very well possible that the mod that... So it's a mod that lets you take over these ships by just grinding away the controls. It's very possible that mod just doesn't work. Or doesn't work anymore. Now, these have some good parts I could use. So let's try maybe this. Mm-hmm. Ah, I know. Get them all to below the hack line, and then see what we're dealing with. Still says 1 hydrogen. Let's make sure everything's off. I don't want to use anything up. Well. Okay, so those 2 are empty. 3 of them have a little bit. I wonder if... Not O3. Are they called hydrogen? There were still some hydrogen generators on board, I thought. So that's an assembler. O2H2 gen, yeah. But it's not connected. Well, it wouldn't be connected to the tanks, would it? Because that connection ran through the middle. Okay. So... Yeah, I do have the stuff to produce ice, at least. But it's going to be tricky. Okay. What do I want to do? Let's see. So I've got access to oxygen, and I can manually have access to hydrogen. Let's fix some of this. Maybe... just build a frame so we can get over. Let's hack these.
Inventory full.
Okay, so they're both full of ice. Uh, let's continue our little bridge of stuff. As the sun breaks. Maybe we'll use some of these. Perfect. Okay. So I can at least get around a bit. Let's maybe just get rid of this door. Ooh, I'm out of hydrogen. Good thing. Got these working. Why? Oh, because it's full of ice. Nope. And there we go. Shuffle all that around. Just kind of get this prepped. And ready. So, let's... got hydrogen. Let's take a look. Yeah, so... if I lose the nose... it looks like there was originally another atmospheric there. So I could move the atmospheric engines from the front. Taking them both, I'll have enough for another large one. And then several small ones. So that'll give us 2 of those up. What I may do is remove that hydrogen thruster and stick it like maybe there. There's another O2H2 gen there. Yeah. So we'll stick 1 hydrogen engine down, 2 atmospherics, and then the rest of the fuel, or the rest of the thrusters will be directed elsewhere. No ice in that one, okay. So then, it's just a matter of... I'll probably give myself the bare minimum of side thrust. I don't need this thing to be, it doesn't need to be super maneuverable, it just needs to be movable. We'll take everything from the front, stick it randomly on the back, and have a pudgy little starship. Oh, dang it. That is if we don't get shot up by this guy. Stop it, you. Nope. Uh-oh. I don't want it looking at me. Ah, dang it. Oh, it's gonna blow up the ship. Okay. Well, I was considering ending it, but not a bit of excitement. Now I've got to go fix my mistake. I should have enough hydrogen to get over there, and we have hydrogen there, so that's good. Ooh, it doesn't like the frames. Ooh, the game didn't like the frames. Okay. Good thing... Oh, I typed attach hole, not attack hole. Well, whatever. Oh, the sparrow's coming to me. Don't come to me, sparrow. Hold on. Okay. Fine then. You wanna go? Let's go. Oh, don't go there. Come back. Okay, Control Z. All aboard. Well, you didn't need that. Where is your bits? Oh my lord! Oh no! There's a sparrow attacking the sparrow! Oh, what is happening? No, 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 no. Get me on board this one to find the bits. Where's something vital? Battery, yes. Nah, come on. Oh, apparently it has more than one battery. I'm not going to be able to salvage any of these. Actually, while I'm doing that... Whoa, come on. Grind through and just... Ooh, that's what I want. Gimme you. Come on. Her. I went at that control. I have no awareness for the situation. I could be about to die at any moment. Okay. We are stopped. Where was that other sparrow? It kind of was listing wildly last I left, so it may be smout across the mountainside. That turret would still shoot me, so let's... It's suddenly much calmer. Let's see if I can get a good angle on you, Mr. Turret. Okay. Oh, I guess since I ground the guns, I can just turn them... I can weld them back up, turn them on, they're mine. That was silly. Well, either way, we got a new toy. Character welder. Interior plate. What has that? On displays. I don't have any of that stuff. Let's pop a new antenna on this thing. Oh, and all my tools are in the wrong spot because they aren't my tools. Computers and construction components. What is... Okay. Well, that doesn't have what I want. I'll just take the turret apart. Okay. So that's good. Pop the seat back down. Let's see if we can find the crashed other one. Oh! That's what's happening. And that's another sparrow. Uh, that is an observer. That's an assertive base. So what happens, ignore me while I murder another sparrow, those bases, they spawn just randomly in the world, and if you're in range of them, they will send out drones to attack you. Like these drones. The crash site must be within range of one. Well, clearly, because I'm in range of it now. And that's what is happening. Was that any... I don't even think that was English. I don't know what that was. Ignore me. Okay. We now have 2 sparrows. Oh, dang it. The gun of the sparrow. I forgot about it. Oh. Oh, my first body's probably gone by now. I'm a doofus. Aw, my nice tools, too. Okay. Well, that distraction aside, let's make another bottle. It should end up in the generator once it's done. Okay. Maybe, here's an idea. Let's take what we need. What do we need for a survival kit? 3 medical components. Most of that's over there, so let's just take... There's a bit of a risk. Oh, especially because I don't have any medical components, do I? Let's produce 3 medical components. We'll take these over. That way we can spawn at the ship. We'll just go straight there. Ignore the bounty of sparrows. So should I get my... I didn't even really have stuff. Maybe we don't ignore the bounty of sparrows, because the sparrows are quite handy. Especially considering I just lost my stuff. There's one of them. That's probably the one with the active gun. Yes. And it's clearly shot down the other one. Let's... Same as before. Okay. Dive towards our body. I'm not seeing the wreckage of a sparrow anywhere. Those aren't really worth much. Yeah. Okay. Screw it. That'll only end in more bloodshed. Uh, oh, there's a fleeting rival coming. This sucks. It's time to end the stream, and I'm in the middle of war. Okay. I don't know what that supply transport's doing. Oh, it may just be the thing where if you're both moving, it looks like it's stationary when it's not. Okay. So, here's the ship. Let's weld the turrets back together. Real quick. Okay. Turret on. Small ships. Shoot the small ship. Okay. That's got it. That's fine. Sweet. Any... That's not much salvage. Transport courier. Ooh.
Inventory
Some
full.
bits of thruster. Okay. Let's gather these up real quick, like. Just dump everything. Because unfortunately, that base is probably just going to keep sending those at me. Though I don't see it. Oh, that guy's real close. I wonder if maybe it's just because I flew through its range, it detected me. And that's what triggered the thing to spawn. That might be it. Because if I can't see it, that's the general rule of thumb that it can't see me. And isn't going to attack. Okay. I've got plenty of iron. Look at this thing. Ow.
Your health is low.
That it is. I should build... Why? Oh, that's Wino Damper. Because that guy's decided to be a real jerk. Okay. Well, thank you for coming by. Maybe let's, what do you mean unable to place block? Oh, because it's a ship, yeah. Oh well. Aboard we go. Okay, so let's build our med bay. We'll build it on the back half. In fact, let's... let's get some more steel. There we go. Come here, steel. We'll go ahead and make this the medical room. Is there a spot to connect? I mean, nothing is really connected, so it doesn't matter too much, but we'll just put these in the ground here. Okay. I keep hitting 2 for my grinder, but 2 does not do the grinder. My grinder is now gone. Okay. Survival kit. Weld you up. Once this is good, then I can safely respawn here, which means I can defend it. So displays and computers. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Let's real quick go in and name this, actually, let's go ahead, since this is now our ship, and I said it offhand earlier, I think this is going to be called the scrap metal. I think it's a pretty fitting name, given we're about to scrap half of it, and that's mainly just to get it back to base to decide if we want to scrap the rest. So yeah, scrap metal. Uh-oh. Another sparrow. Okay, well. Oh, and it got my turret. Dang you. Oh, God.
Is critical.
Yes, it is. Let's go ahead and turn this off. Stop blowing up my ship. Yeah. Think you're so tough, huh? Not tough when you flip. How do you like that? Try and land that. Oh, it's still fine. Oh, it's trying to fly back to base. Well, whatever. I know my health is low. Okay. Dang it. Trying to get things fixed around here and just keep getting blown up a bunch. Stupid sparrow. Okay. Well, I think that's about it for me for today. So, thank you for tuning in. We will go ahead and switch to that. Fun times. We'll see. I don't know for next week. I may come in and do some stuff, but I'm probably not going to do a ton. I kind of want to leave this for next week to be next week's mission. So, I think that'll be the plan. So, thank you guys for joining and watching. I'll be back next week, same time, same place. I should be. Yes. So perfect. Thank you. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.